season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Jakeem Grant now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And right away, he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 12, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
Now a run with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On the ground with a tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Haskins looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now it's Haskins.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind.
Looking to throw, Haskins.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins now off the bootleg. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
To throw is Fields.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Bears.
Darnell Mooney.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Ray McCloud to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mike, check, 59.
From the 41, Haskins. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On the ground, it's Montgomery, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to Mooney.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Now it's Fields.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
On first down, it's Haskins. He sets to fire deep.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On first down, Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Haskins to throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Now Haskins to throw it. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
58 the mic. And let's get this, get this.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Jam, 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 jam.
On the give, this is Harris. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
I ain't have to stretch for this one. This is 4 down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. 4th down. Here's Haskins. The quick slant caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Boswell good with the extra
extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. One play action. Fields.
Man open. It's Goodwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Fields now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Haskins will throw. And he comes back with one complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go, baby. Slam, slam, slam.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. Gets through and now an opening. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Go your job. Mike, check. 59.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Haskins. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 6.
58 is the mic. Stay with your man. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. 58, boys, 58. 58 is the mic. Here we go, T.
From the gun, it's Haskins.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against the better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Bears, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up